Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Second and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 on the carry. That'll make this a third and about 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Oh, boy.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
We go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Down, they'll run to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd it every once in a line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but
tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come to for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the first down. Up second and 5. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. On the carry, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third. Takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
David, I need my phone.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott now. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, 133.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Chubb running right. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he finds Seals Jones complete.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Hurry! Give me that ball!
They run. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 47.
Prescott from the gun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They come out here in the eye. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? Now, I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Regular. Alert. Point it right. Hurry.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Trying to get it to Landry there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've read stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Prescott to throw this time. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. 180. Check. 55 to 5. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check. Hey, alert.
A give running right is Chubb. And some room to run now. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time out of Chubb. 42 yards. They run again on first down, Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll pitch it back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Switch. Hey, 47. Off. 58, boy. 58, Mike. No gain on this. Under. 26.
On 2nd and 7. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 53 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Now Forbath for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
King. Hey, Award 33.
Mayfield on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here we go. Go right in. I got him. Tighten up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Here we go. Go to 54. Right in. 26.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Third and long for Prescott. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Forbath to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 69 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Here go 47. 46.
Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Now Prescott on fourth down, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now, they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Prescott to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. And the blitz does come. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Check 9, check 9. Regular.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Forbath will put this one through. And that will break our tie.